In this episode, I'm going to talk to you why you should quit the music industry and stop right now because you're not going to make it. You just don't got what it takes. All right, let's go.
I spent the last 14 years playing over 1,000 shows, touring 22 different countries, and become a top 40 Billboard charting artist. I fired my record label to go out on my own as an independent artist to market and release my own music, selling thousands of albums and millions of streams. The question I always get is, how did I do it without a label and sell even more music? This podcast is here to show you the way. Join me and follow along as I learn, apply, and share marketing strategies to grow my music business and a loyal fan base.
All right, guys, so I'm waking up. I'm in Cancun, feeling really good. It's 7:30 in the morning, 7:45 actually, but I woke up a little bit before 7:30, slept in, wanted to go for a walk. It's super windy, so I'm recording inside the hotel. I'm drinking a nice Earl Grey tea. But I got an email from a customer, artist, who bought my Spotify Profits course and emailed me probably within at least a few days of buying it, asking me how long does it take? How long does it take to get to 100,000 followers or to see success? And at first I emailed my support girl because she needed a response. I'm training her. And I said, it took me at least a year to start seeing some real traction with these strategies, at least a year. But it's taking me years upon years upon years to get my career to where it is, or even get my music to where it is. And you think, because you've been in the industry maybe 1 or 2 years, you've written maybe 1 or 2 dozen songs, you think that you deserve to be successful? You better quit right now, because it takes a long time to make great, amazing art. It takes a long time to get the skills to make a great song, a hit song. I've written way over hundreds of songs, and I've probably got like 6 or 7, maybe 10 if I'm like really patting my back, that are like songs that I would call perennial. Okay, and that what that means is those last through the decades. Like I've got a couple songs now, a bunch of songs now that have lasted over 10 years and still getting tons of traction and are hits. Okay, and you think because you've been in this industry a little long, like just like for like a year or two, that you deserve success? You better wake up, because it takes a long time to really get this figured out, to build a fan base. And if you're just doing it for the quick buck, you should not be in this. If you're in this just for the money, you're in the wrong business. I did this for years and years and years without even looking at the money. I was looking at my art, trying to make the best song I could. And I learned this from Ryan Holiday's book, Perennial Seller, which you should really read because it will really help you and inspire you. But he says there's 2 types of people in there. There's the guy that says, I want to get into the music biz so I can make money. And there's the other guy that says, I want to do music because it's my life's work, and I want to make the greatest album or the greatest song I possibly can. Can you remember that? Has it been that long for you that when you used to go into the studio and say, look, I'm going to make the best song, the best verse, I'm going to write the best lyric, the most touching song, the most powerful ballad. It's going to reach millions and make an impact and just change lives. Do you remember when you used to be like that? And now you got all stressed and looked at the money and the rock star life, and now all you care about is just making the money and just building a fan base. You will not make it, okay, if that's all you're in it for, because you don't understand the blood, the sweat, the tears, the rejection after rejection, the disappointment after disappointment, and just the looking at a screen or looking at a blank piece of paper or blank screen, and having to push through sometimes. Push through the rejections like I got just the other day about radio, from management, from labels, from everyone, If you're just in it for the money, that is not enough. You need a bigger why, my friend. You need a bigger why. And I know I'm coming off harsh right now, but I'm trying to get rid of the people out of this industry that are just going to waste your time and waste my time and everybody else's time. Why do you think so many people in the music industry don't respond to you right away? Because we know there's all these yappers and talkers, and they don't stick with it. And they only want to work with people that got the stickiness, that are willing to stay with it. Very sad story, but true story, from a booking agent that used to work for the agency group died. Okay, I'm going to leave his name nameless. But I remember I was reaching out to him, and finally I had like a hit on radio. And he met with me, and he helped book some tours and stuff, and I ended up getting in his office. And I remember I sat down in his chair, and he's like, do you know how many artists have sat in that chair and made promises to me and said they're going to work hard and do all this stuff? And guess what? Very few of them ever stuck with it. Very few of them. He's like, are you going to be different, man? Or are you just going to be like all the other yappers? And so I'm talking to you and trying to just get rid of that attitude and reframe your mind. Like, look, this is a marathon, my friend. And it's worth it, though, if you stick with it. I'm telling you, the rewards are amazing. To be able to have songs that continually, yes, do work for you for years and continue not just to work for you, and make you money, but why do they work for you? Why are some of my songs working for me? Because they're changing lives. Because the songs are hits. Okay, get to that mentality, writing songs that impact people, that are massive hits, that touch lives, touch hearts, touch minds, challenge people. Okay, that's why some of these super, super old songs continue to outsell even some of the new songs that come out. And like older songs from way older albums, even people that are dead, continue to outsell even these brand new artists with new songs. Why? Because they're hits. Because they're masterpieces. They're master works of art. And you know what? Like, I remember growing up, and I would talk to some friends when we would do shows, and there'd be these other guys that wanted to do music, and I knew they weren't serious. You want to know why? Because I remember they would joke around and be like, yeah, we're going to try and do an album in a night, and then put it out. Try and get an album done and do it in a night. And I remember we stayed up all night, and I wrote this verse, and I remember driving with this person, and they were playing the album in the car, and he was like all excited about it, and it was just, to me, honestly, it was just garbage. I could see there was no effort, there's no pride in the art, took no time and effort to get it right, to get it great, because I've always wanted greatness. Go listen to my albums, go listen to them. There's only one album I'm super not stoked about, it's The Moment, but there is one smash hit on there, and that's Edge of My Life and Diamonds. There's two great songs, but it's one of my more rough albums. But go to listen to any of my albums and listen to the heart, the mix, the mastering, the effort that's put into it, and compare it to yours. Really compare your albums to the hits out there, not just to the fly-by-night who's popular today. I'm talking about the hits, you know. I look at, there's a quote from Drake. It talks about, we'll see who's here from a decade from now. You know, I remember he said that in a verse, and there's another verse I think he said where y'all hate me because I take my verses so seriously. You know what I mean? It takes time with the art, and I look at where he is. He's one of the top in the game. You know what I mean? And it's just like, take your verses seriously. Take your choruses seriously. Take everything seriously. Don't just whip it out there and then email me or my support team and say, when am I going to get famous? You better not buy anything else from me. Don't bother. Don't join Fanbase University. You're not welcome. You're not ready. Change your mindset. We don't want people like you. Okay? We want real artists that are going to put effort into everything. Like Steve Jobs says in that movie Jobs, when he fires that guy, because he says everything matters. And let me tell you, everything matters. The song title matters. The verses matter. The melody matters. The chorus matters. The artwork matters. Everything matters. And so I really want to challenge you today. This is a different tone for me, but it's because I get frustrated. And honestly, I'm trying to encourage you. I'm trying to change your mindset. It's because I do love you. I do care about you. And I do want to see you win. And I don't want to see you with the wrong mentality. I want you to be able to have the stickiness to stick this through, my friend. And if you are that person, like, yeah, Chris, I want to make great art. I want to make something great, man. I want to make something that's going to last, that I can hand down to my kids. You know what? I almost made a stupid decision and sold my catalog to make a quick buck. Me and my wife ran through the numbers. We got offered a lot of money. And we're like, no, we're not doing it. Because these songs, we realized that these songs are going to, some of them have already lasted a decade. And if they're still crushing a decade, they're going to last another decade, and another decade, and another decade. You're just going to continue to, like, you know, can retire off these things. And I'm still going to write way more songs. I'm going to write tons more songs. I'm not done. I'm just getting started, baby. And this is me at 40, and I don't know how old you are listening to this, but like, hear my voice. I'm excited. I just got a new song back yesterday, and I'm pumped about it. It's going to do great. My wife said it's a freaking smash, and my other producers think it's going to be great, and we think it's going to get a ton of TV film placements. I'm not retiring. I'm refiring, baby. And so I want you to think about this longevity in the beautiful. I'm young, okay? 40 might sound old to you. 30 might sound old to you, but I'm healthy. I'm about to get in the best shape of my life, and I want to just live out this career you know? I got a $5,000 show offer plus all expenses paid yesterday. I'm turning it down. Why? Because I'm focused on just my craft right now. I'm not touring. That's the other thing I talk to you guys about is focus. Focus. Now, here's the call. If you are ready to join Fanbase University, you are that artist that wants to learn this stuff. Go through the pain, work on the art, get a masterpiece. And this is the other thing I learned from that book that was really, really good. And it changed my mind about stuff. I already knew this, but it's true. Is I'm all about marketing, okay? I am. I'm big on marketing. But let me tell you, and I've said this many times to you, if your song sucks, my marketing strategies that I teach you will just make your bad songs fail faster. The best marketing you can have is a freaking hit song. Okay, it's a hit smash song. But you do got to put some effort behind it to know if it's even got some legs and got some arms. But a lot of us just jump the boat too quick. And we move on to the next song and on to the next song. But yes, there is seasons. And even authors know this, that when they finish their book, and like some authors work on a book for like 2 years or a whole year. And we work on a song for a day and then crank it out. All you Nashville writers that just crank out song after song after song. And some of them are good, obviously, and those that are like, you know, just gunning it. But then some of you just write song and you don't even finish them. You don't even put the rest of the effort into the song, and you just whip it out into the ether. And you need to spend some more time on it and make it great, make it amazing. But yeah, if your song isn't good, like the best marketing you can have is a hit song, man. It's the best marketing you have. Like one of my biggest songs never even went to radio in North America. Never even went to radio. That's because the freaking label. Oh, can't even believe that. But I promoted, it's gotten millions of views on YouTube and Facebook because I promoted it right and got it out there. So, and that's the thing, man. You can recrank something and refire something. That's the other thing I'm so excited about. Even if the song is old and it's a hit and you didn't know about it until a year later, you can freaking promote it yourself now. And you can learn this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Like, the internet and advertising has given us the ability to just bypass all these radio gatekeepers, and I want to call them losers, but like these power holders. So they are losers because they just hold the reins to the power and don't want to let certain people in and only want to let this garbage in. And that's what frustrates me and why I want people that aren't going to actually stay in this industry to get out. Because you take up space. You took my spot on tours. You took my spot on certain management teams when you weren't going to stick it out. You're a wuss. And you quit. And you wasted that festival slot on me. You took that time on stage on me. And you shouldn't even have been there because you weren't in this for the long haul. So I say get out. I know that sounds super mean, but it's just true. You know? Get out of the way and make room for the people that really want this, that really want to do this. And that's why it's so hard to get into this biz, because there's so many people that want to get into it because it looks so magical and, you know, and just like, you know what I mean? Like just everybody wants in it. And it's true, they do. And so there's a lot of people and a lot of like thieves and vipers and people that want to take advantage of you, you know? So that's why you got to get wisdom. That's why you got to learn. You got to get knowledge. That's why I do these trainings. So I want you to avoid the 20 plus years of mistakes I made. That's why I opened Fanbase University. Okay, so you can come and ask questions and learn and avoid the mistakes. And that's why you hire a coach. That's why you pay someone money. That's why I paid someone thousands of dollars to shorten my learning curve. I didn't want to wait until I was 50 to be wealthy and doing great and killing it. I want to enjoy it now. I've enjoyed it in my 30s. And I would have even enjoyed it more if I had hired more coaches and gotten help and gotten the wisdom. But instead, I preferred ignorance. And so I had to feel the pain longer. What do you want to feel? You're going to go read some of these books I suggest? You're going to join Fanbase University? Or you're going to stay stupid? You're going to stay ignorant. Ignorance is not bliss. You know, wisdom. Ask for wisdom. Wisdom is better than buried treasure, the Bible says. Take wisdom. That's what Solomon asked for. God said, what do you want, riches or wisdom? And Solomon said, I want wisdom. Give me wisdom, Lord. And guess what he got with the wisdom? He got the riches. Okay? So it's very biblical here too. Hey, I know I was harsh today, but I love you. I hope it kicked your butt. Let me know in a comment below this. If you listen to it on YouTube or if it's on iTunes, Spotify, leave me a review. Do a huge favor. Leave me a review. Let me know what you thought of this, whether you hated it, whether you hate me or you loved it. I hope it encouraged you, though. I want to remind you that a fighter isn't someone who ever fails. a fighter, someone who never quits.
So if you're a struggling artist and you're just trying to figure out this music industry, you want to go full time with your music, you want to get noticed on social media, or learn how to launch an album, an EP, or just get your music more marketed out there, I want to encourage you to check out my coaching program called Fanbase University. Every single month, I jump on the phone 2 times with my students and I coach them and I teach them how to market their music, how to get noticed, how to handle booking agents, record labels, and just get their music out there. Also, you get access to exclusive training, you get interviews with music industry professionals. If you want to find out more and not do this on your own, not struggle, because I've wasted thousands of dollars on my career and now I want to coach other artists. Check out my program, fanbaseuniversity.com, or click the link below to find out more info.